Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. I apologize for such a long break. I just needed a break over the summer. I apologize for that, but I will make videos from now on. I'll try to make them a lot more regularly than, once a month, or having a long break. But anyway, so today what I want to do was show you was experiment and see how useful ChatGPT is for learning languages. Of course, there are some limitations, and they can't teach you everything about a language. But we'll see how it is. I mostly use this for programming. I don't use it for actual learning languages, but I'm pretty sure it can be quite useful, but we'll see. So I'll just practice. So first I'll just practice with a few languages I actually know, obviously, just to see if it can show me stuff maybe I don't know. So let's have a look. So I'll just start something in Russian, so I'll just write something in Russian to see what it's like. So Привет, можно пока в русском языке? So I'm asking, can you please show me some idioms in Russian? Just to see, maybe I don't know any of these. They could be quite useful. Then you can also use, beginner phrases, stuff like this. Let's see what it says. So, конечно, вот несколько идиом в русском языке. Of course, here are some idioms in Russian. Быть баклуши означает отклоняться от обязательностей или делать что-то безделие. I actually don't understand what that means, to be honest. Okay, so my Russian's quite good, but I don't understand every word they're saying here, so I'm going to say, can you explain the words безделие? Certainly, here are those expressions in Russian. Уклоняться, meaning уклоняться is a verb in Russian that means to evade, to avoid, to shirk. Okay, basically, this means to avoid doing what you should be doing. Бить баклуши. I'm not sure exactly what that means. It means to hit. I don't know what баклуши means. All right. Бросить слово в карман. It means to put your words in your pocket. Right. To throw a word into pocket. Это когда кто-то не выполняет своего обещания или забывает о своем... Okay, so if someone promises something and doesn't do it, they throw a word into their pocket. Okay, that's good. Белая ворона, white wave, literally, означает редкое исключение среди общего множества. Что-то уникальное. So basically something unique, something that doesn't happen very often. It's like it was a rare exception, something that rarely happens. Белая ворона, so white wave. I'm not sure what that refers to, but anyway. Okay, we have гореть как факел, which I always find that word so weird, because it sounds so rude to me, but anyway. So it means to, basically be bright as like a light, I guess. Описывает человека или предмет, который горит. I'm not sure it's горит. Ярким пламенем или страстно увлечен чем-то. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what that means, so I'm going to ask for that in English. So number 4. Can you explain number 4 in English? This is what GPT is great for. If you don't understand something, it really does explain it. Can you explain number 4 in English? So, горит как факел. This idiom is used to describe someone or something that is burning or glowing brightly like a torch or beacon. Metaphorically describe a person who is passionately enthusiastic. Okay, let me read that again. Описывает человека или предмет, который горит ярким пламенем, not literally, или страстно увлечен. Увлечен or увлечен? Okay, let me just ask him. Увлечен. Okay, в слове увлечен. Второе «е» equals «ё», правда? Увлечен. Well, maybe they don't understand. Yeah, okay, увлечен. I'm wrong, alright. The problem is it doesn't... yeah, that's the problem with Russian. They don't write it, so I actually don't know if I don't know the word. Увлечен. Okay. All right, that's enough for Russian. Let's try, I don't know, some Italian. All right. Um, portarmi alcune frasi anche per italiano. Something like this. Ok. Certo, posso darti alcune frasi in italiano. Ecco alcune frasi di esempio. Okay, this is not what I wanted. So these are just random phrases. What I really want is idiomatic phrases. Would be Russian. Ma volevo... ma frasi idiomatiche. Ok. Chiedo scusa per la confusione. Ecco alcune frasi idiomatiche in italiano. Okay. He says, sorry for the confusion. Here are some idiomatic phrases in Italian. Uh-huh. Of course, you don't... The best thing probably about that I can show you with ChatGPT is you can ask it a general thing, maybe about the country, maybe about something like that, and then you can ask it to write it in English, then you can ask it to write it in the language you're practicing, and you can almost have infinite things to read. But this is just an example with phrases. So, prendere due piccioni con una fava. This is like two birds with one stone, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's just two birds with one stone. Essere como il prezzemolo. I don't know what that means. Significato essere ovunque, essere sempre presente in situazioni o luoghi diversi. To be everywhere? Okay. Okay, someone's everywhere? I don't know what prezzemolo means. Okay, I'll ask him that. Cosa significa? What does this mean? What means prezzemolo? Cosa significa prezzemolo? Because I don't know what that means. Si riferisce a un pianta erbacea aromatica molto comune in cucina. So it's a plant or a aromatic kind of herb, I guess. A foglia verde. Okay, all right. I'm guessing it's like a plant that you can see everywhere, so that's why you're like this. All right, okay. Let's do a few more. Avere le mani in pasta. So have your hands in pasta. So essere coinvolto attivamente in qualcosa means to be involved actively in something. Okay. A bit of a weird phrase, to be honest. All right. That's enough phrases for Italian. What else we can do? I'll show you in Spanish what you can do. Is maybe you have some kind of question. I don't know. I'll actually do it in Italian first. So, say for example, you want to know... volevo sapere perché l'italiano... Okay, basically I'm asking, why is Italian not spoken so widely throughout the world, whereas like Spanish and French is spoken in different places? So here it's going to give you an explanation in Italian, so you can practice reading Italian, and let's see exactly what it says. So, la diffusione di una lingua in tutto il mondo dipende da una serie di fattori storici, culturali, geografici ed economici. I'm not sure where the economici, I think the stress is. L'italiano è una lingua che ha una presenza significativa principalmente in Italia e in alcune comunità di immigrati italiani in altre parti del mondo. Basically, it gives you like all of this to read. So if you ever want something to read, ask it some questions. You can also, what you can do is say you don't understand all this, you can say, can you please translate that into English? Say, certainly. And it will translate everything. So if you don't understand something, you can directly translate it, or you can say, get the whole meaning here and then read it here. Or if you have, say you don't know specific words, you can ask it, or you can translate yourself. So it's very useful for that. I'll just do some Spanish, just so, Spanish speakers don't seem left out. And then I'll probably do a language that I don't know, just to see how it is. Right. I gotta think in Spanish. Give me a second. God, I can't think in Spanish after thinking in Italian. I suppose what I'll do is I'll ask it a question. Hola, puedes decir algunas. Hola, ¿puedes darme algunas comidas de países en que hablan español? Claro, aquí tienes algunas comidas típicas de países de habla español. Okay. España, paella, o paella, I guess. Paella, un plato de arroz con arafrán y diversos ingredientes como mariscos, pollo o conejo. Tapas, pequeñas porciones de diferentes platos como jamón, serrana, aceitunas, albóndigas y más que se sirven como aperitivos. Okay, all right. Of course, I know we call it paella, I guess, but it's paella because it's double L. It's a the arroz. I actually have no idea what this is. Okay, can you? I'm just going to ask it to translate. I'm kind of lazy to ask for each word, so can you translate number one into English? I actually am not very number one in Spanish is no. I mean, okay, not number one. Not number one, literally, but the first food that you listed. Alright, okay, so yeah, the first food listed, paella, is also known as paella in, yes, the same thing in English. Traditional Spanish food consisting of saffron flavored rice. So razón, or arroz, sorry, razón. Arroz is rice con azafrán. So that is what, saffron. So saffron flavored rice, diversos ingredientes. Mariscos, what's mariscos mean? Seafood is mariscos, right? Pollo y conejo, which is rabbit. Okay. All right. And Mexico tacos, obviously, everyone knows what that is. Tortilla rellenas de carne, pollo, cerdo y verduras acompañadas de salsa y otros condimentos. I'm not sure what would be cerdo. So, in Spanish, ¿qué significa cerdo? Was it? ¿Qué significa cerdo? I spelled that completely wrong. I spelled that completely wrong. La palabra cerdo en español se refiere a un tipo de animal mamífero. Pig. Just pig. Okay, pork. Alright, okay. Okay, so you get the idea, so you can basically learn about the culture, learn about the country in the language, which is very useful. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do it with a language I don't know at all. I'll try to pick a language that's easy to read, otherwise it will be, yeah, quite a hard process, but pick a random language, shall we? Alright, so I'm just going to pick German. I mean, I learned German for like 5 years at school, but I basically know almost nothing. So, can you give me some beginner phrases in German? But this AI is pretty confused. Like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Like, he wants Spanish, then Italian, then Russian, then German, and it's frozen for some reason. I'll give it a minute. Okay, there it is. Whoa, that's a lot. Hi, hello, yeah, I know. Hallo, yeah, hi, I know that. Guten Morgen, I know this. Guten Tag, guten Abend, gute. I've never heard gute. I thought it was guten. Was it gute? Let's ask about this. Gute, why gute in gute Nacht and not guten? The one thing that's useful in languages is noticing differences. So you think, oh, it's guten and then gute. Why? So why not guten? Let's ask this. Let's see what it says. It's taking its time for some reason. In German, the choice between gute and gute depends on the grammatical gender and the case of the noun. Oh, that's fun. Referring to the case in gute is a set phrase, and the reason gute is used instead of guten is due to grammatical gender case of the nact. Nact is feminine gender, and when it's used in the nominative or accusative case, okay, oh god, I'm just going to ignore that. Too difficult for me. Okay, bitte, I know. Danke, I know. Ja, nein, I know. I think everyone knows nein. Excuse me, sorry. What is that? What is that? Entschuldigung. Let's have a listen to this, shall we? Entschuldigung. Okay, interesting. Entschuldigung. Something like this. I don't understand. Ich verstehe nicht. Verstehe, I'm guessing, is the first person conjugation. What is your name? Wie heißt du? I've heard this before. Wie heißen Sie? Wie heißen Sie? My name is. Ich heiße. Can't you just say ich bin? I'm pretty sure you could just say that. I am. Ich bin. How are you? How are you? We have wir. Wie geht es dir? Right. Wie geht es Ihnen? Alright, so I'm going to ask what each word is. Okay. For, how do you say it? Wie geht es dir? What does each word mean? Because literally how, I don't know if it means how, literally. Wie, this word means how, okay. Geht is the third person singular form of the verb gehen, which means to go or to walk. So it's like, how is it going? That kind of thing. This is pronoun es, which means it. How goes you? This is the pronoun for dir, which means you in English. In the dative case, right. So it's like how it goes to you, literally is what they're saying. That's a very weird way to say it, but alright. How it goes to you. Right, okay. I'm fine, thank you. Mir geht es gut. Basically, to me is going good. Thanks. Interesting. Though I always say you should learn the literal translation of what's being said, because sometimes they will use like geht in other situations, and you need to like you can't understand it as this phrase. You understand it as like each. You have to understand the meaning of the phrase and also each individual word. All right. Okay, I'm going to ask it a general thing about German, so just to give it something to give us something to read in German, which will be quite complicated, but we'll see how we go. So, German has many accents. Why is this? Can you answer in German? I'll ask it to translate this if I don't understand, because I probably won't. It's going to take its time generating. Whoa, that's a lot. Okay. Ja, Deutsche hat verschieden. Oh God, my God, that's hard. Da es in verschiedene. My God, German's hard. Deutsch okay, so basically, yes, German has various accents and what's da es? Since it, I guess due to, I think would be the best translation. Due to various regions, German regions, Austria, Switzerland, and other German-speaking lands where German is spoken. These regional differences in the Aussprache, what the hell does that mean? I'm pronunciation, right? I think it means outspeak, is what that means, pronunciation. in the pronunciation, in the vocabulary, and the grammatic leads to various dialects and accents. There are historic, geographical, and cultural reasons for these differences. Hooray! We finished. Alright, so this is just a demonstration of how you can use ChatGPT for learning languages. The main downside is you can't actually listen to it. You can't hear it, it's just reading. That's all. So you don't hear pronunciation. He can kind of write how to pronounce things, but it's like you should probably just listen to it. That's the only real limitation. You could use text to speech if you wanted to listen to it, but if you just want, like, it gives you good explanations. If you don't understand certain things, you can say, "Oh, what does this mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?" And it will explain a lot of the time, and it's quite accurate. But probably the most useful thing is it gives you basically endless things to read. You can ask it any question in the world. Say, like, I don't know, like, what happened in World War II? Or, like, what were the major events of the 21st century? Or, why is Spanish spoken in lots of countries? You can ask it any question and ask it to write that in that language, and it will give you something to read. So it's basically endless things to read. If you want to look for something to read, ChatGPT is great for this because it just gives you endless content. It will just write everything. And you can also ask it to translate those things into English, so it's like pretty much endless things to read, which is probably the most useful thing for me. It would be quite an interesting video series if I don't know. I could say, oh, I'm going to learn an entire language only using ChatGPT. That would be very interesting to do, but I don't know if I'll do that. I'm not sure if that would be interesting for people to watch. Anyway, hope you find this video interesting. I will make more videos from now on. I just needed a break and had other problems, but from now on I will make videos. So hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.